So we are going to convert the given NFA to DFA. As in the diagram epsilon is present, so this is NFA with epsilon mode. So how we are going to convert? For conversion, what we have to do, we have to find x. What is x? Whatever are the states that we are going to consider. What is y? Y is nothing but the epsilon closure of x. Okay. Then on y, what are the possible input symbols? That is the transition of y on A and the transition of y on B. How we'll start? We'll start with the initial state, which is Q0. We have to find the epsilon closure of Q0. As a rule, the Q0 will be included as an epsilon closure. From the epsilon closure, from the Q0, the reachable state with epsilon. So Q0 and epsilon goes to Q1 and Q0 and epsilon goes to Q2. So the epsilon closure of Q0 will be Q0, Q1 and Q2. What will be the next step? We have to find. This will be considered as y on A, y on B. So Q0 on A goes to nothing. Q1 on A goes to Q3. Then Q2 on A goes to nothing. That's why null, Q3 and null. The union of all these three will be Q3. Next, y on B. So Q0 on B, union Q1 on B, union Q2 on B. Q0 on B, no transition. Q1 on B, no transition. Q2 on B goes to Q4. So this will be your output. Now, what will be the next step? We have to consider only these two states. So here we are considering Q3 and then we are going to consider Q4. Now Q3. So what we have to do? We have to find the epsilon closure of Q3. As a rule, first of all, Q3 will be included as an epsilon closure. Now from the Q3, what are the reachable state with epsilon? So where is Q3? Q3 is here. Q3 with epsilon goes to Q5. Q3 epsilon goes to Q5. Now as Q5 is the final state which is present in the epsilon closure of Q3, so Q3 will be marked as a final state. Okay, what will be the next step? So this will become y. So what we have to do? Y on A and y on B. So Q3 on A, no transition. Q5 on A, no transition. So the answer will be none. Now this is y on B. So Q3 on B, no transition. Q5 on B, no transition. So answer will be none. Okay, the next one. Now we have to consider Q4. Q4 as an rule will be included as an epsilon closure of Q4. Now from the Q4, which is the reachable state with the input epsilon. So Q4 and epsilon goes to Q5. As Q5 is included in the epsilon closure of Q4, Q5 is the final state. So that's why the Q4 will be marked as a final state. Now what's next? So this will become y on A and y on B. So Q4 on A, where it is going? Nothing. Q5 on A, where it is going? Nothing. So answer will be none. Q4 on B, nothing. Q5 on B, nothing. So answer will be none. Any other new state that is generated here? No other state is generated. So this is the end of creating your table. Now what we have to do? We had to rewrite our table. For rewriting the table, we are going to skip the epsilon closure. That is why we have to consider only A and B. So only A and B with the state Q0 and the reachable state. So Q0 on A goes to Q3, Q0 on B goes to Q4, Q3 on B and A, nothing. Q4 on A and B, nothing. Plus we have to mark the final state. Q3 and Q4 are the final state. Now what is the next step? We have to go for renaming. So rename it. So this is A, B and C. Wherever we have Q3 will be B. Wherever we have Q4 it will be C. Now after rewriting, what we are going to get? We are going to get this table A, B and C. B and C. Now we will go for reduction. Now the entry of C is nothing. Entry of B is nothing. So we got the duplication. So what we are going to do? We are going to check the state, that the state is the same. So that means whenever we are having C, that will be replaced by B. So here we are having C, so that will be replaced by B. So here what we got? We got a reduced table. Initial state A, on A goes to B, on B goes to B, and the final state is going to nothing. So this is how we are going to draw the table. Draw the diagram. A, state A on A or B, comma, put comma in between A and B, goes to the final state. B. So this is how we had converted NFA to DFA.